That's rockets. There, AoE in that corner. Hello everyone, Dick welcome back to some more Mass Effect. We left off exploring Vamshi. We're gonna go with Vamshi. We need to now head over to Grissom, which is a new cluster that unlocked here because my two little scientist buddies decided to intercept a message and unlock this cluster space. Apparently there is a Geth home base here, supposedly. Followed a transmission that leads to here, and I keep punching my mic. I need to figure that out. Figure that out next stream. First things first, I always do is scan the asteroid belts because they hide stuff just like that. Anything else hidden? Doesn't look like it. Ping this. Rocky asteroid. An asteroid composed of a mix of metals and silicates. Survey rare elements scan, because whatever, there's some reason my spaceship is better than everyone else, can figure this out. Palladium. Free money though. I've got to be sitting at like 300, 400, 500k now, probably. Ooh, you can actually do the moons and the main thing here. Is this the lander? That's the lander. Zoom out. Oh, big planet. Geth looks like they made a base on a moon. Punching the mic again. Really can't rest my hands there. Not a ban. That's like almost like one of those joke names you could use on Twitch or something. And not a ban is a hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of ammonia molecular nitrogen is present in the highest levels of the atmosphere, giving the planet an odd violet tilt. Wow, that was difficult for my brain, and I don't know why. Very simple words. The upper level of Notaban's atmosphere are inhabited by shells of tiny ammonia-based life forms. Interesting. No larger or more complex than the plankton of Earth's ocean. Held aloft by air pressure and wind, these bioluminescent creatures constantly free from the approach of the Terminator. Should they be exposed to the light and heat of Grissom, they die. Kind of a sad life. It's literally like what's that game with the invincible guy that just chases you endlessly? Resident Evil? It's kind of like that, but like that's just your life. That wall ever hits you, you're dead. It's an interesting form of life though. Survey this planet. Light metal surveyed. While scanning the planet, you detect a large deposit of beryllium on a small nearby moon. Xarox's nitrogen argon atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar winds of the blue giant Grissom. Its surface consists of seas of loose silica dust, some kilometers deep. No measurement there, just some kilometers deep, which periodically swirl into global sandstorms. That would be nuts. Many unmanned probes to Earth have been lost over the years, though investigations has attributed all of the ultimate mechanical failure. Combustional error. A popular experiment meme insists the entire planet is composed of dormant nanotechnology, created millennia ago by a race even more advanced than the Prothean. According to the story, Zergosil dust is actually dismemberable robots which periodically awaken to defend themselves. Though discounted by every reputable scientist, the theory has been popularized by a series of sensationalic texts by sorry author Deli. So that is a huge fucking word. Sensational. I don't do books, as you all can tell. I'm a shitty fucking reader. Low gravity though. Really cool that planet might have nanobots on it that decide to eat everything. And that would be one hell of a way to defend yourself from the Reapers. Just make your whole fucking planet, if they touch it, they die. Kind of nuts, especially if they're self-replicating. Benda has a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and chlorine, though technically classified as terrestrial world, but the surface of the planet has never cooled enough for it to form a crust. It is a global sea of molten rock. Like Xeronix, the atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar winds. Once the thick atmosphere is gone, the surface will be a mere 400 degrees C. Oh, just a mere 400 degrees C. It's like a day at the beach. Medallion recovered. Scans of Banana recovered an ancient Solarian vessel. A small team was dispatched to search for valuables. The only item of value recovered was a League of One's medallion. Fancy. And we should be able to land on this moon here. Warning, level 1 heat hazard. Solacrum is the largest moon of the gas giant Nadaban. It's also such a weird name. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grisome. Still terrible with names, always will be. Surface excursions without proper protective gear will certainly prove fatal. On approach to Nadaban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmented coded transmission from the surface of Solacrum. Attempted to decrypt this message were fruitless. It does not appear to be in any software coding language used by the Citadel races. That's because it's in Geth, probably. You think would be some form of coding that Orions wrote and they modified, but it's fine. Let's touch down here. Let's see how bad this goes. I'll bring her, I'll bring her. She's an expert at Geth. Because just going into combat with sentient robots that probably have, I don't even know how many hundreds of years it is, of shared combat experience where they can all learn from each other and know the combat experience of every other robot. 2 scientists is the 2 people you want to bring to that fight. Seems like everything of interest is down here. Well, first things first, we'll hit up the same corner we do too often, to be honest. One of these planets, I'll change it up. That is awfully close to that sun. The size of that sun and the proximity to that sun versus the size of the gas giant and the proximity to the gas giant that I am orbiting makes me kind of confused at how this moon is here. Because I feel like the sun would rip it away from the gas giant, and if it doesn't rip it away from the gas giant directly, it should start to have an elliptical orbit, right? And drag me closer and closer to the back side of this gas giant, causing this planet to either get ripped apart or thrown into the gas giant. And I feel like being that close to the sun and that close to a gas giant, the gravitational forces on this planet would probably have some crazy tectonic effects, and or I forget what it's called, where there's the gravitational shift from one side to the other, like some of Jupiter's planets have it, and it causes like geothermal activity. It's not a dormant planet anymore, just because of the gravity. Matriarch's writing we covered. There are several artifacts stored here, all worthless except for the one of Matriarch Dudley's writings. Whether it was uncovered at the dig site or else is unclear. Still don't know the significance of all those writings. Sure, it says somewhere in the lore. It's one of those super janky planets, though. They've never hidden anything in the exact corner of the map, but I always just want to make sure I check the exact corner of the map. They've hidden things very, very close to the edge, though. Very close to the edge. But never in the corners. I was just zoned out there staring at the top because for some reason Streamlabs OBS doesn't have the chat window up there. Normally it does. Random. I got the chat window on my left screen, but it's not where it normally is above me either. Ooh, that was a hard landing. This thing on the map, yeah, they normally are. I like these blue planets much better than the red planets. Probably because blue's my favorite color. And to me, it's easier on the eyes, but like, everyone always talks about blue light being bad for you and being brighter. And like, I know for stargazing and everything, I use red light. For some reason, these blue lights on these kind of planets, just much easier on my eyes. Holy crap, we're kind of nuts here with all the things, but we can get in there. Cryo rounds 5. Ooh. Those better than what I'm running? Yes, they are. Apparently I have 2 cryo rounds. See, I don't know what's better. This is 14%. But these protein rounds are 45%, but they're minus 20% damage. Can I just use the cryos? I don't actually know which one mathed out to be better. Yeah, I'm sure you're ready whenever I am. And no, not doing that again this episode. For the last time, made fun of myself for doing it. Haven't come across, no, I was gonna say we haven't come across one of those giant worm things that shoots acid at me, a thrasher. But we did a few episodes ago. I don't think I can make it up that cliff, so we need to go right here a little. You can do it, M35, just push it. Push it to the limit. Keep it going. Keep it, you got it. Good little Mako tank. Jeez, man, that mass acceleration difference from just landing like that, like going left and then just immediately going forward. That would wake you up in the morning. Ooh. Okay, that's a hole. Only slightly problematic. Slide her down, back her up. We'll give her one more shot with a full run up to it. But I don't think we're getting over. Oh, it's so close. She's doing it. This thing is so capable. Where is level enough terrain for me to park this thing?
Heading out.
Well, technically that's considered level enough, I guess. Survey mineral. Spot that little window. Got some magnesium. I don't think I'm missing anything in this direction, and I think I'm actually getting myself into some trouble by driving in that direction. Oh, can we get back over? Weird situation to be in that little crack? Crook. Wow, nook? Crack. I think I was looking for the word crack, but all other kinds of words came out of my mouth that were not the one I wanted. Why did the Geth choose the most janky planets ever to build all their bases in? It's like, they have no respect for all of us other humanoid species that need to try and navigate to their bases to kill them. They just make everything so difficult. Get a wheel up. You should be able to pull herself up and over. It's like this terrain. Let's like take over the Normandy and fly some low passes over this thing and just skip the whole Mako for this planet. Or to like everyone on the Mako, or I think everyone up on the Normandy, just like they like zoom all the way down and they watch us like a reality TV show and they just laugh looking at the G sensors as the crew of the Mako just gets the absolute shit kicked out of them by the Mako itself. That's kind of how I'm feeling towards this whole situation. I see the base, and I see dual Colossuses just sitting out top there. Seems that their targeting sensors have acknowledged my existence, because, I mean, let's be honest, we're not being stealthy here. Hello, everyone. Well, that's not some reused assets. I don't know what is. That just looks like a human bunker with a Geth little thingy stuck to the top of it. You know what, rocket troops? I'm just gonna kill you guys first. I knew that jump would land me down there like that. There should be one rocket troop left there. I've already been working on this one. Keep working on it. Oh, and then there was only one of you, my friend. Close the gap. But it just looks like all the other bases that I've seen. They just literally strapped a Geth like relay thing onto it. And like I get the time period the game came out in, but it's like, okay, spruce it up a little, give them some sort of fancy stuff. Well, that was a whiff if I've ever seen one. Could be wrong. Could turn out that they actually explain it away in the lore that they did capture like an old human base or something. Oh, I got back in this thing just in time for that round to land. Clear here? I mean, it looks like we are. Let me just engage this auto turret mode here for the Mako to protect our backs while we go down this hole. Oh wait, that's not a thing. Yeah, this is just a human structure. Like, does the arms dealer who sell these things have like a deal with the Geth as well? Sea frogs. You gonna try and push through? Guarantee if you do, I got a little friend here who's gonna make y'all levitate around. Okay. You guys are gonna go in there and die because I'm sick of you using abilities on my ass. Oh, you're not gonna listen to my orders? Touche. Like you know better, but I'm trying to kill you. Oh, that's rockets. There, AoE in that corner. Should have... This is shield boost, right? Yeah, okay. Give me some shields back. We're gonna be using... What the heck was that all? Oh, did she hack one of them? Slowest flying grenade. Oh boy. Well, that's Tolly down. They were displeased with her hacking abilities. They just hit her with like 4 rockets. I mean, I can just res her. Not that big of a deal. She is specifically designed to deal with the Geth. I put every single point I could into her hacking abilities. Burst fire you down through your shields. I guess this would be single fire, not a burst fire. But yes, looks like I can. Are you the dickweed who's been shooting freaking rockets at me this whole time? I think you are. Yep, knew it. Shit. As the last of the Geth falls, you hear music from across the room on the monitor. A Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mouthful of carbon worlds and innocence lost. The recording song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind British veils. The transmitter shuts down. What the fuck?
That still has my name on it.
You're listening to Quarian music? Why? Or is this like a prelude to the other Geth? They were aggressive towards humans though. Huh. Interesting. In manual override. Here. Push it through. You discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could be revealed much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. I think I may have found your gift back to your people.
You lead, I'll follow.
She's definitely gonna have something to say back on this ship. Get you Kessler assault rifle. Not a better assault rifle? Ooh, lots of loot. Lots of upgrades though. Nothing particularly fancy. Excuse me there. I clear my throat. This is just a better gun in all aspects. And it looks exactly the same. But better is better. Do I actually have skill points? Yes, I have 2 skill points. Spend some time spending some skill points. Actually, you know what? Looking at the time, let's finish exploring this base. I can do leveling later. Still wonder what the significance of these things are. Also, just so lazy. Literally just a human base. Get components matched in. And like I was saying, whoever sells these bases is just raking it in. They're selling them to every faction, every military, everything. Every geth, every bad thing, every creature, monster that has a base, it's one of these things. It's prefabs. Are these like a George Jetson pill thing where they can just like literally poop them out? Kind of cool. And why they're so popular. But either way, everyone, we are actually out of time for this episode. The camera's not over there still. Free time. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. Watch all the videos front to back. Number one thing you can do to help a YouTuber's analytics. I will see you all in the next episode. Digfig out! I'm gonna do some leveling. Still want to look over at the camera. It's gonna be like 3 weeks probably before I get used to looking there. We'll figure it out though.